Hey, it's MRandom101, and today I have another Japanese manga haul. This time around, it's very Tatsuki Fujimoto centric. I have volume 11 from Chainsaw Man. This is the last volume from part 1. We have Denjin just looking really cool on the back and on the front. Under the slipcover, we have just this really intense color, as per usual, and here is Pochita being very cute. This also came with a promotional pamphlet since it's a first printing. This is the norm basically with Japanese releases. Can I show this without the glare? There you go. Just a bunch of new releases being promoted. All right, that aside, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to show anything because I feel like it would be a huge spoiler. So I'm just going to limit myself to this. And I think this is the only thing that I can show without spoiling a bunch of stuff. And one final thing about Chainsaw Man, it was recently announced that the manga has 11 million copies in circulation and print, so congratulations to the series and to the author. And now moving on to Fire Punch, which is actually the first manga serialization that Fujimoto worked on. Describing what Fire Punch is about and coming up with my own synopsis for the series is kind of difficult. So instead, I will simply read the short description for the manga from the Fire Punch fandom wiki page. In a frozen dystopia where inhabitants eat human flesh in order to survive, can the destructive powers of fire bring salvation? In the not too distant past, the Ice Witch blankets the world in snow, starvation, and madness, leading the inhabitants to seek their salvation in fire. With that, an unusual destiny unfolds for two young orphans, Agni and Luna, who are blessed with the ability to regenerate. But will this ability prove to be more of a curse than a blessing? And here is an overview shot with all of the volumes. Here is what the volumes look like under the slipcovers, just solid colors with text. Well, you guessed that on the back, it's not that different. As a side note, publishing companies typically have their own in-house team of designers for all kinds of things related to promoting a particular manga series. But oftentimes, publishing companies also go out of their way to hire professional illustrators, professional designers, professional just cover designers, and even design studios in order to try to make something that really stands out on the shelf, in order to try to maximize the possibility of someone picking up the manga and buying it. This is like an art form in Japan in of itself. It's really, really crazy, and it's something that always fascinates me. Typically, when it comes to first volume covers, they are always on point. I guess I should just show off the first volumes for both Fire Punch and Chainsaw Man. They just really have a lot of impact, and if I were in a bookstore in Japan, you bet that I would be picking these up. Alright, now I'm going to show off some of the artwork from Fire Punch. This is one of the craziest manga I have ever read, and if you are a fan of Chainsaw Man, this is a must-read, definitely. This is how the manga sets the tone. Fun stuff. The series is filled to the brim with gore, just really crazy, intense scenes of violence, and just jaw-dropping action. This was definitely an amazing growing experience for Fujimoto and a learning experience for his future projects, let's just put it that way. I started reading this all the way back in 2015. There were quite a few people online that were excited for this manga when it started off. It was one of the first more relevant serializations from the Jump Plus application from Shueisha. That was like more of a newer thing back then. In the meantime, they have produced other hits such as Spy Family and Kaiju 8 and Astro Lost in Space. Hell's Paradise, stuff like that. I feel like Fire Punch was like one of the first things that really stood out. And it was exciting. It was a fun time. I kept up with the manga all the way through. Like, whenever chapters would get translated, I would read them. And I remember at some point a preview, a promotional video dropped from Shueisha, and it was just the most hype thing ever with really cool music. It was very blood pumping. I will try to link that in the description just so you see what I mean. The artwork for this is just excellent, amazing, definitely worth experiencing, I would say. And I've mentioned this before on my channel. When this manga finished, the one thing that was on my mind and the one thing that I really, really wanted to see was Fujimoto just coming to Weekly Shonen Jump with one of his insane ideas, and that is how Chainsaw Man was born. And I'm just very happy how things worked out. I love both Fire Punch, I love both Chainsaw Man, and I feel like I'm going to look forward to future works from this author because he is just really, really great at coming up with original, crazy ideas. Thanks for watching the video, and bye.